I am Dr. Tripti Singh, Assistant Professor in School of Biosciences, IMS Ghaziabad University Courses Campus. Today we are going to discuss the topic bioremediation, which includes what is bioremediation, what are its types, what are the different approaches, factors affecting bioremediation, and what are the advantages and the disadvantages. Now, what is bioremediation? So, it is the process in which the use of living organisms are utilized to degrade the environmental pollutant and the toxic chemicals. Now, one of the major thing is what is the difference between the biodegradation and the bioremediation technique. So, both biodegradation and bioremediation is although governed by the microorganisms, and both are leading to the toxic chemicals, but biodegradation is the it is a self-driven process, and it is a little slow process, whereas the bioremediation, it is driven by the human beings, and it is a little faster, and we can change it by the the change in the temperature and the pH. So it is basically depends on the environmental factors. It is a triple corner process. So it means it is governed by the pollutant, it is depends on the environment, and it depends on the organisms. So pollutant, that may be either in the form of the inorganic and the organic chemicals. Environment, like the environment may be either in the form of the soil, in the form of the water, or in the form of the air. And organisms, like the organisms may be either in the form of the microorganisms, they may be either the plants, or they may be either in the form of the enzymes. Now the types of bioremediation. So bioremediations are of two types. It is ex situ and the in situ. Ex situ, when the treatment is done away from the site, it is called as the ex situ process. Like the like example, land farming, biopiling, and the bioreactor. So basically, in the ex situ process, the bioreactors are used because it is it depends on the lab. And the in situ, it is the field process, and when the treatment is done at the site, it is called as the in situ. And examples like bioventing, biosparging, these are the examples of the in situ process. These are the different approaches like bioaugmentation, bioventing, biosparging, biopiling, phytoremediation, and the biopiling. So these are the different approaches by which we can approach the bioremediation process. Like in the bioaugmentation, in this process, the addition of microorganisms have the ability to degrade the to degrade the toxic pollutant into the non-toxic form. So basically, in the bioaugmentation technique, the addition of microorganism can enhance the process of bioremediation technique. Similarly, in the biosparging, it depends on the we can just achieve this process by the addition of the air, by the addition of some gases into the contaminated zone, in order to stimulate the in situ aerobic microorganisms, by which we can increase the aerobic biological activity of the microorganisms, and which enhances the bioremediation technique. Similarly, in the bioinventing, it is also a type of inventing in situ bioremediation process, in which we can utilize the indigenous microorganisms. Basically, the growth of indigenous microorganisms has been enhanced in this process, and to just biodegrade the organic pollutant, those who are present in the soil or in the unsaturated zone. Similarly, in the phytoremediation process, we can utilize the plants and the associated plant-associated soil microorganism to reduce the contaminant into the toxic, those who are in the toxic form into the non-toxic form. And in the biopiling, it involves the assembling of the contaminated soil into the piles, which stimulates the biodegrading activity of the microbial population by creating the the optimum condition for the microbes. So these are the different approaches by which we can achieve the bioremediation process, or we can enhance the bioremediation techniques. These are the factors which also play a very important role in the bioremediation process, like the environment, the microorganism, and the type of the contaminants. In the microorganism, the microbial diversity is very, very important, which play a very important role in the bioremediation process. Similarly, the physiology of the microorganism, their genetic competency, and their metabolism. So these are the important factors. Similarly, if we are talking about the environment, so the different factors like the temperature play a very important role. The pH is also one of the factors which regulate the bioremediation technique. The moisture content, the soil type, because all these factors in these factors the microbes growth is depend. So these factors are very, very important. Similarly, the type of contaminants like the bioavailability, the type of the pollutant, whether it is recalcitrant type, the concentration and the solubility. So these are the important factors which regulate the bioremediation techniques. Now, advantages and the disadvantages. Like bioremediation have many advantages. First thing, it can easily break down the organic pollutant into the less toxic form. It is a eco-friendly approach, and it require very less technology or very less equipment. And lastly, it is positive, like accepted by the public because it is a natural process. And in the disadvantages, like it is a slow process, and this process is like it sometime what happened, the recalcitrant pollutant is not totally degrade. So the incomplete breakdown of the organic contaminant is one of the drawback of the bioremediation technique.